Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. This is CB Smallwood here with you, and you're watching Sketching Past Midnight Live, a place where we talk about all things comics, sci-fi, horror, fantasy, pop culture, and everything in between. I am broadcasting from Olympus Mons, Mars, coming at you live through the power of the internet. Tonight, I guess where I'm at, I mean, it's considered morning, but nighttime to me because it's blackout. I'm going to be butchering this with some inks. One eye does look a bit larger. I wonder if I can shrink that just a little bit so it's not so big. Yeah, it's a little better. But anyway, so tonight I figured that I'd work on this just for a little bit and let you take a gander at it. It's like kind of like a study piece, and usually 9 times out of 10 when I do like a study thing, yeah, I transform it and I keep tinkering with it and I make it my own thing. And I was just kind of like looking at poses and different things, and I ended up coming up with something kind of a cool story I was thinking about for it. But I don't know how this will look after it's inked. You know, it could be a big butcher job, but I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea to ink and draw, but we'll see. Really need some music. Is it okay? I may play some music here on my desktop and kind of put me in the mood. You know what I mean? Serenade me. This ain't working at all. Liking how this is going. That ain't bad. I can rock with that. Blue skies, looking around. Take it easy and hitting the ground. So I was thinking, for all you that are watching live, those that may watch the replay and that sort of thing, you might be a tad bit curious why the different intro, or I've had it for so long. Well, sometimes it's time to change things up. Another time, change is, brought to you. You know what I mean? And I think that, well, I don't think. Basically, what happened was I had some copyright strikes on my live videos. Now, usually I don't really mind that, because if I'm using something, some type of audio that's somebody else's and stuff like that. But I was using royalty-free audio for my intro, White Bat audio. I highly recommend it. I think it's pretty good. White Bat audio on YouTube. Awesome stuff. A lot of synthwave, horror, action, cinematic type stuff. And but then I noticed I started getting copyright claims on it. It doesn't hurt my channel whatsoever, But at the same time, like if I actually make a sincere big push to do something with this bad boy, uh, I need to be more careful. Um, so I don't know why that started happening. Maybe he's uh, got a deal with some type of company or agency to grow his brand. I don't know. It's untelling. But and why would I get copyright strike? You know, usually these agents or whatever, they're kind of dumb. And the other thing is, I probably need to, and some of you will whoop me over this, attribute where I'm getting my music from. You know, I find royalty-free stuff, and I just put it up there, and out of laziness, lack of attribution, you know. So I think, you know, moving forward, I may just go to like YouTube Studio, and in YouTube Studio they have what's called the audio library, and it's about over 1,000 different songs and tracks and stuff like that. And you don't have to attribute anything. And why that's important to me is because I'm lazy. You know, I right now I just kind of, you know, spur of the moment, just kind of put things up. But over time, I need to work on properly attributing. There we go, attributing. You know, as far as like music and stuff like that. Answer a quick comment here from my most excellent friend, Hello Deer 6480. He says, hi. Hello to you, good sir. Fantastic artist who you can find on X, formerly Twitter. And he does really good, like line for line study pieces and everything like that. I expect a lot of cool stuff out of him. He's a good dude. Good dude. And another good dude, the most excellent Jeremy Burtz. He says, hello, CV. The only man that's in more places than I am on the internet is Jeremy Burtz. He's everywhere. So I'm working on this, and I don't know if I'll actually ever get a chance to draw this one day because I got all these things I created, like Wildcat, Monster Patrol, Fish Boy, and a couple other wacky doodle things. Well, actually quite a few. And well, this ended up being a new thing, and the more I worked on it, the more interesting it became. Oh, I know this is kind of hard to look at, but it's kind of shtick of it. Now, this calligraphy that you see at the bottom, I decided to do that by hand because I thought it would look cool as an ink piece that I, you know, pull out and show people. It's probably smarter just to do it digitally, you know, which is what I was thinking. But I wanted to see it inked. The placement of the font, slightly awkward and stuff like that. But I think part of doing art and stuff like that is taking chances and kind of messing around. Like this paper is not even comic book paper. It's just like this. Oops, I got two pieces here. It's just this very, very cheap 11 by 17 paper that would go into a printer. Yeah, I got to find me some different music here. Right now I'm on the audio library on YouTube. I was playing this classical song that went on forever, and it's great. Put me in a good mood. 6 shot. Oh, that's interesting. I'll tell you something else interesting as far as like art and stuff is, you know, I am the most, well, I don't know the most, but I'm definitely up there with one of the most bipolar artists in terms of decision making and what I'm doing day to day. And the reason I bring that up is I'm trying to make a big push to make something of myself as, make a living as a comic book artist. And I usually fail very spectacularly. And but I keep getting back up, But anyway, so I have these, bipolar decisions that I make, and one of them was like, when it comes to drawing women, I was like, well, I'm just going to draw my women Arthur Adams style. And that's a huge pupil. Might as well make this one big. And because I was drawing women quite a bit like Arthur Adams, and then I was like, I shifted gears, like, well, I'm going to draw my women just like J. Scott Campbell, And I keep going back and forth. And when I drew this piece, I was like, well, I'm just going to draw women my way, not out of any particular reason other than comfort. And I study a lot of stuff that I see on Pinterest. I also study, I was really big into Loish there for a while. And fantastic artist. And then I was big into, I can't pronounce people's names. Paleo Pantana, Paulo. He's a great artist, and he kind of got lost in the shuffle. I know that he did Jen or Jenny for Michael Turner's company, Aspen. Yeah, and he usually does a lot of covers. I know he's done like some Lady Death covers and things like that. Studied him for a bit, and then wish I could think of this Korean artist. He does manga, but they don't call it manga in Korea. They call it manhwa, or I'm not for sure how it's pronounced. But what is that guy's name? He's the artist on Dr. Stone. But I like a lot of his earlier work, and the way he draws more realistically and stuff like that. Very cool. Let me answer some comments before I get too hot and heavy into it. Aldir says, I have to start inking. So far, I've only tried pencil sketches. Yeah, it's. I'd say, I mean, you're not really asking a question, you're making a statement, but like, if I was to interject anything, I'd say just do what tickles your fancy at the time. And I think when it comes to inking, myself, talking like I'm some pro, which I'm not, but when it comes to inking, the thing is, like, I make a little bit more creative choices with my lines and stuff that are not there in the pencil work, And so the cool thing about inking is like it's a whole nother world, and I feel like most modern inkers don't really know how to ink. I'm not saying that I do, but I am saying that I know the difference. A lot of modern inkers, when they go to pencil somebody's amazing pencils, they always mess up the eyes, and it changes the whole mood of the artwork, you know, affects it in the negative. And some even do worse than that, and they change the faces. And a lot of artists spend a lot of time developing an art style, and in particular, the focus is on the faces. It's a thing that can make and break you. Like, to me, faces is very similar to having a great lead man, a great singer in a rock band. You can have the most amazing music, but if you don't have a singer that matches that awesome tonality, then you don't have a great band. That one element is all it takes. But anyway, thinking about inking, since I'm just kind of thinking and talking and goofing, I was going to say that there's a lot to inking, a lot that I'm learning. Like underneath this jawline, um, I would have to draw a thicker line, unless it didn't look cool. I'm always about the coolness, but a thicker line for anything that goes down below, like down the earlobes, the bottom of this cross, this cigarette, thicker line on the bottom. If the light source is coming from up top, and then the classical inkers, they would go, thin to thick, thick to thin with their line work by applying certain pressure and stuff like that. It's really cool, really cool. And I guess the whole point of me going to this whole big thing is that I don't know how much experience you have with inking, but like once you start to really get into it, you're like, oh wow, there's a lot to this. And then like Art Thurber or Art T. Barron, might be butchering his name. Quit, Lulu. No, you gotta get out of here if you're gonna do that. Yeah, shake it off. Shake it off. My dog, she has a earache. But anyway, there's a lot of great inkers that have videos up on YouTube that shows all kinds of different techniques with feathering and cross hatching. And then when I go to ink, I keep going back and forth, playing with like nibs and stuff. This is like a cheap nib set that I got from Temu, and you get what you pay for. But I think I produced some decent results out of it. And then this is I got this off of Amazon. This is a deleter set, and it actually performs a lot better than the cheap Temu deal. And I can't remember if it was like $10 or so. It's in a reasonable price range, so I'll try to play with those more in the future. Oh no, butchering it a little bit. Shoot. What can you do? What can you do with the Klondike bar? Audio writes, yeah, faces are the hardest part in the recreations I've done. Everything has to be perfect or things look off. Exactly. It's like going on a rant about inking again. Which your recreations aren't inked from memory, but just talking about in general what we're talking about. is that when I look at a lot of inkers, they it's almost like they feel like they know better than the artist that they're inking. Like if you have like somebody that's really good at what they do, as far as like a penciler, don't tinker. I feel like good inkers. Oh shoot! You see that butchery? Maybe I can save it. I should have turned my board. I should have turned my board. Yeah, well, live and learn. But I feel like good inkers, basically, when they have an amazing artist, they should just trace. And if there's anywhere where the penciler is weak, then that's when they should embellish or add. Um, there's a really good inker right now that is inking Brett Booth. Brett Booth is top 10 artist right now. If Wizard magazine was still around, um, he would be in the top 10. If it was a fair, polling, type of thing. And anyway, he's got this really great inker whose name I can't pronounce. It's like Aldonzo, something or other. I can't remember. And that guy adds these interesting little scritchy scratchies on Brett Booth's work, and he does the faces really well. He gets pretty close, and sometimes he's spot on. But I've seen a lot of inkers mess up faces, and usually these inkers are guys that are like trying to break into the business and stuff like that. And then you try to tell them like, "Hey, man, the face is looking off," but like they don't want to hear stuff like that. But anyway, how dear. Oh, just want to say that your recreations are awesome. You got an eye for detail, and it's like, I don't think anybody could really tell a difference. What I'm curious about is when you start committing your efforts to some of your own creations, or at the very least, to like like if you was like going to do some I'm losing train of thought. What do you call that? Sequential pages, whether it be of your own creations or if like Superman or Hulk or something like that. Kind of like to see where that comes of it, how that works out for you. But I think the path that you're on right now is like it's going to be really cool to see what kind of artist you're going to end up being a year from now. Ba, ba, ba. Let's see. Yeah, it's turning out nice, I think. I guess, I hope. Mm. So keep things interesting. I'll tell you tell you all about this idea I have. Like again, I may not have time to get to it within the next year or two or more, because I got all these other projects that I'm trying to get off the ground, But this is a new character that I came up with, and she's called Saint Anne. Her real name's Anne or whatever, and she lives in Ireland. And she's like this girl that is, right now I'm leaning toward like a devout Catholic. And she tries to do right and tries to do good, and she's very admirable. And basically, there's a two-tier policing system in the story that I'm writing, or would write if I get around to it, in Ireland. And basically, it's pitting two cultures against one another: the native culture that's lived there for centuries, and the new culture from a group of people that's coming in, and they don't have the same values, same belief system, and there's a lot of crime and corruption and that sort of thing. And then something bad happens to this girl, and she's all by herself. And what I was thinking is, hang on here. Dang it. Da, 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 da. Ba, ba. I'm having to Google stuff. Well, anyway, I was thinking that this girl, like, she ends up by herself and everything like that, and basically she has a uncle that takes her under his wing after something horrific happens to her, and he was involved in what was called the Troubles. It's a conflict in Northern Ireland that lasted for about 30 years, from the 60s to like 1998. And basically he teaches her how to fight back and everything like that. And he's the one that gives her the moniker of Saint Anne, because the type of person she is and stuff like that. It's not that she's an actual saint or anything. And so she becomes like this Punisher type character, avenging wrongs and stuff like that. And then she finds out, spoiler alert, that politicians are getting paid large sums of money to basically sell out their own country and cause havoc and that sort of thing, So it, very controversial topics and stuff. I'm sure that's going to win me a lot of friends. But it's just things that I find interesting, And I originally wanted like a cross necklace around her neck, but I wanted to put like a pistol or something in her hand, and it obviously it would block the crucifix. So that's why I added that, and I felt like it's kind of punk rock a little bit too. Bump bump, but a bump, bump 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 bump. Let's see here. I must find me some music. What's the devil's organ? I'm going through the YouTube audio library and I'm just kind of finding things that that interest me. What I got on my start here? Oh, I know. There we go. I love Mexican music. Puts me in a good mood. Or is it Spanish music? I don't know. To me, it's Mexican. Audio rights. Thank you, CB. I'm pretty new to art. Watching draw streams inspired me to start drawing in January. I'm a total beginner at constructing image and figure drawing. Well, let me tell you, I wouldn't know that. Your stuff looks awesome. Keep doing what you're doing, because you're going to be one of these monster artists that just gets good out of nowhere. And basically the secret is doing what you're doing, just having fun and just drawing and noodling. Because when I think of all the best artists, it's pretty much what they all did. Everybody from like Jim Lee to like Del Keon. Oh, I want to eat some Mexican right now. It's put me in a hungry mood. Oh, this is cool. Like, you know what? At first, Sideburns, I thought what you wrote was like some artist or some band's name or something like that. And then it dawned on me. Hello, governor. Hello, governor. That sounds about right. That's sort of close. It clicked in my brain. I'm glad it did because I would have made a bigger fool out of myself, trying to guess who Hello, governor is. Trying to go light on this tip so it doesn't get a bullet in on it. Yeah. But I guess it doesn't matter because I'm going to be putting in some black right here. So shouldn't be able to see it. if I ink it right. Oh man, gotta make a living. Gotta get those shekels. Know what that's like. Sucks. Sucks real bad. But I was thinking about this Saint Anne character and the controversy I can imagine that would come out of it, you know. But I'm getting to the point now where I have to let go of worrying about whether people are going to get offended and all this other stuff. I mean, I don't want to offend nobody purposely, you know what I mean? But sometimes when you make art, you just got to make art, you know? Oops. Making mistakes. My hair's sort of cool, but sort of not. Running down the road. Dot, 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 dot. Drawing what I know. No one will stop me now. Suburns writes, do you believe in Santa Claus? Well, there was a real Santa Claus. St. Nicholas. But if you're asking sincerely, no, I don't believe in the corporate Santa Claus. Well, let me tell you, I promise no spoilers. I watched the Wolverine Deadpool movie, and in my opinion, it's worth watching. And not going to reveal anything because everybody and their mother on X wants to post pictures and on Facebook stuff. You know, they just want to talk about the movie. Like, hang on, guys, I've not seen it yet. Not everybody watches a movie when it first comes out. You know, sometimes they got stuff they got to do, and it takes a week or two. So no spoilers, but I will say that this is the most Wolverine that you will ever get probably in movies. I mean, like, oh man, it just gets better and better as far as the Wolverine stuff. And it was the reason that if you're a Wolverine fan, you fell in love with Wolverine in the first place. You know, he's an awesome character. So that's pretty cool. And the only negative is, well, there's another negative. I'm not going to say what it is. Not because it's anything controversial. It's just basically I don't want to, you know, spoil anything. But the one negative I have is, like, sometimes I just wish Deadpool would shut up. You know, because there's so much awesome stuff that's going on in the movie that I feel like it needs to breathe a little bit more to allow a lot of this cool stuff to be seen and heard. You know, when Deadpool is just constantly yammering through the whole movie, it's almost like it's vocal masturbation. It's just very self-serving. You know, it has nothing to do with interacting with other people. You know, and I know that's part of the character's whatever, but you know, A movie is a thing that's scripted and written. So I just wish they'd let things breathe a little bit more. It also puts me in mind of like being in a band and you got the lead guitar player and he's almost soloing from beginning to end of the whole song. And it's like, you got the singer singing and all these other things going on. And here's a solo just going on and on constantly. And it's like, whoa, 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 dial it back a bit. So that's my only issues with Deadpool. Is the movie like, is the plot sound? Well, overall, it's kind of like could have used a little bit more work. But I think basically this movie's like, it's like fan service, like, things that you always wanted or things that you might have wanted, we're going to give it to you. And the cool thing is with Deadpool and Wolverine movie, it was a send off to Fox Studios because it's kind of sad, when you think about it. You had Fox Studios that basically got people interested in Marvel movies, Marvel Cinematic Universe. They had the Blade, and he had like 3 movies that came out, and then eventually they launched X-Men, and they did a bunch of those, which were really Wolverine movies, but that's okay. And then they did some bunch of Wolverine movies. They did. I'm not sure if they did Ghost Rider. I don't know if that was another studio, but they did. I think the Fantastic Four. They did like 2 or 3, no, about 3 of those, and that inspired Marvel to create Marvel Studios. And then the rest is history. With Disney and all that stuff. Starburns writes, ha 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 ha. I remember when people hated when he got his mouth stitched up. Yeah, that was there was a stretch there in Hollywood for about 30 years when they would adapt comic book stuff and they thought they knew better than the source material. And it's like, well, we're going to do this different, we're going to do that different, and Deadpool was one of those things. When he first came out in Fox, he was just this naked guy with stitched mouth and blade arms, I think. Anyway, let me play this. I think he shouldn't need to join the Avengers. He has X-Force. I agree. I was a little disappointed when in one of the Deadpool movies they put together X-Force and it was meant to be a gag, and in some ways I'm glad they did it. In other ways I wish they didn't. But I could see X-Force still happening. They already got a guy that does pretty good Cable, Josh Brolin, I think. And I do like their choice for Domino. Domino was one of these. I mean, maybe she's a bland character. I was neither for or against Domino in the '90s days of comics, But I thought, in hindsight, I could say she's a cool character. But I felt like the movie version of her was really cool, and I think that actress. I'd like to see her continue to do that role. Sarburns writes, this piece has cover energy. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm leaning toward that too, like a poster or something. If it turns out really well, I may color it and then make it a poster in my room. Millions can't really tell. Let's see if I can move a stone. But yeah, I got these big gigantic posters in my room to of my stuff to inspire me. And you may find this interesting. Let me get that out of there. But this truck is going to be in the Wildcat comic. This is actual exact replica of my papa's truck. A little dusty. Usually I have doodads in the back of it, like my guitar pick stuff, so I can have that handy. But I got this. I can't remember if it's like $20 or $30 off of Amazon, and I wanted to get it for what is this? I swear, Cooper. Imagine if I had to look for that. I'd be looking forever. Let me put this over here in the I know where it's at pile. But yeah, I got this to use as a reference. I think it's a 1978, 1979 Ford Explorer, and the F-150 Custom. Get my pick out of here. The bottom of it's got some decent details. Not exactly super accurate, but better than nothing, And so this is going to be my Fox character, the Megan girl. This is going to be her truck that she drives around in the comic. And actually, I drew that quite crudely. And what would have been the first issue of Wildcat. Sideburns writes, I watched X-Men Origins today. It was average, to be honest. I don't think I've seen X-Men Origins. I think at that point, I don't know if I was burnt out on the whole Fox franchise of superhero movies, but I was kind of like, there's things I liked about them, other things I didn't, Toy cards are underrated reference. I'll have to look it up, because I need to get more reference, for that vehicle and other vehicles too. I also found a 3D reference for that particular truck. See if I can pull it up. It's from a website called Sketchfab, and the cool thing is I can move it around. It's not super realistic, but I'm not really good at perspective and stuff yet. So this comes in handy for basically faking it till I make it, So this definitely helped quite a bit. Oh, and check this out. What time I'm doxing the far out of me. Got some stickers from Sticker Mule. Good little deal. I don't just buy stickers and things from these companies, like at the prices that they have. I wait for where they have sales. And the good thing to do is, like, if you want to get stickers of your stuff or T-shirts, whatever, um, first go searching on the internet so that it's in your history. And then when you go to places like Instagram and Facebook, they read your history somehow, and you start seeing a lot of ads, and they have sales, and so you can get some good deals and stuff, by doing that. Yep. For anyone interested. Underrated. Car. I like it. I need all the reference I can get. I'm really big in the reference, and the guy that really, pushed that home for me was, crap. Of course, I forget his name, Neil Adams. Um, I've seen, like, his advice and stuff on YouTube, and got to meet him in person, maybe twice, at least once for sure. I encouraged my buddy Will Avenger to take his portfolio over there, and then he would show his portfolio. He'd give him advice, and then sometimes I'd ask questions too. What time he's looking at his stuff, and he had like this canned advice that he would give, and it's like the very same advice he almost gave every single artist that showed their portfolio to him. And I guess that's not necessarily a bad thing, because if it's good advice, it's good advice, right? And his thing was like, hey, why are you trying to use your imagination to draw a gun, draw a truck, draw a door, all these other things, when you have real life references for these things? And he was explaining like all the famous painters from antiquity or the Renaissance, and all the way up to semi-modern times, with people like Norman Rockwell, who would take photographs, and then from those photographs he would base his paintings. Inking wise, if I'm not happy with this chin, I can save myself by using the shadow underneath her chin to make some adjustments. So little non-professional inking tip. Makes me nervous. I think what I'd like to do there, for no reason at all, is butcher that kind of a little bit. So I'm thinking that as far as like inking this bad boy is, I'm going to take a break from doing all my tracing and artistic expressions, and see if I can do something a little simpler. So what you need to do is you need to get your Tylenol cold and flu severe and let it fill up with bacteria, and that way you can ink with it. I'm joking. I got this big tall ink bottle, and I just needed something to pour ink in that was a little smaller, and so I use this. A little bit of hillbilly engineering, if you will. Some cheap old brush. Oh, crap. Ain't got no stuff handy. I'll have a rag. I want some Christmas music. Where's the search at on here so I can find some Christmas music? Joyful and triumphant. I love listening to Christmas music during the summer. A lot of people look at me like it's crazy, and I hate it when people are just so single-minded, about when and how we experience things in life. To me, I wish there was Christmas in July, Christmas in June and stuff. The reason I say that is because, like, unofficial, like hopefully it'd be like an underground secret where corporations wouldn't know it. And when I listen to Christmas music in the summer, and got that heat going on and stuff, it puts me in a good mood. A lot of Christmas music is about goodwill toward men and all this other stuff. And what a better time than now to have that mindset, And if we did celebrate Christmas and corporations weren't involved, wouldn't it be nice to not worry about getting gifts for people? Hunting people down and trying to figure out what they want, or doing that last minute spending, and it's all about the spirit of the holiday as opposed to what gift you're going to get or receive or give. It's so far removed from the spirit of the thing. So I encourage you all, other than classical music, listen to Christmas music during the summer, and I promise you, it'll put you in a good mood when you're driving down the road, a little frustrated. Put you some Christmas music on. Everything's about a frame of mind, and the better frame of mind you have, the better everything will be. So many people tore up about this thing and that thing, and for justifiable reasons. But sometimes we need to decompress. We need to, freaking breathe. I understand there's a lot in the world that's justified to be upset about, but if you don't make time to decompress, that's all you're going to be. You're just going to be this angry, bitter person. And there's enough of that in the world, Enough of it. Let's see. I wonder what this one sounds like. So this me inking this border, I'm not going to try to get it like right next to this other border that I got going on. I just want to get it close enough to where it saved me a lot of work. And you again. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Tidings we bring. Do, 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 do. You know, been thinking a lot here lately about, I've been trying to take being a comic book artist serious since 2017. That was when my son was born. And, I've encountered so many wonderful people like, watching live right now over the years, Sideburns, uh, Jeremy Burtz, and then my new buddy, Haldir 6480. And there's like so many other people, that have come and gone. Probably like two or three because, I dropped the ball on things. But the majority of them, like they just have things going on in their life, You don't know what happened to them. They disappear, So it's just interesting, I think about that, and I miss these people. I miss, whether they interacted with me or not. I just miss seeing them post on YouTube and different social medias. So where did they go? Are they coming back? It's sad a little bit. I'm not feeling that song. Let's see what else we got. Uh, yeah, there we go. Wonder if Sideburns is, making a Christmas turkey for me right now. Maybe he's out there and he's making mashed potatoes, and there's like putting butter in them, salt, just the way I like them. Maybe like because I'm such an odd eater and only eat like few things. Maybe he's like right now making me some mac and cheese, and I'm on this kick where I really like cheddar mac and cheese. I like this generic brand from this grocery store, but it's got a little bit of pepper in it. It's very nice. I just picture Sideburns, and he's got a Santa hat on, and he knows I like Mexican food, and so he doesn't know how to make Mexican food because nobody does. So he goes to El Dorado's or El Cazador down the street, gets me a pollo de jefe, but not with beans. I don't want beans in it. He's gathering together all our artist buddies, artist, writer, creative buddies. He's got me a plane ticket. He's got me a plane ticket to go down under to enjoy the succulent feast. Oh, yes. It's going to be nice. Oh, can't you feel the Christmas spirit? Not with this song. Let's see. Let's try this. Oh, God. It's not horrible. There we go. I'm gonna make you candy. It's gonna be real good. Some of it might break your teeth, but we don't really care. Hey! Shop now at your local grocery store where you can get Pepsi 12-pack for $30.99. Everything's half off. Get a brand new turkey for only $132. That's right, $132. And if you shop now, you'll save at your local Save a Lot. See, what is Sideburns eating? What time? He's making me this delicious meal. Chocolate and reading. Getting educated. Love it. I'd say WTF no on making me a delicious meal. But we know he's such a kidder. He is cooking that food for me. If we were to look now, he's probably live streaming this wonderful meal. I bet there's like a kettle of boiling water. Dumping my noodles in it, my mac and cheese. Maybe he's got another kettle going. Maybe he's a microwave man. He's got my mashed potatoes in the microwave. Simple way to do it. Don't need to complicate it. Yeah. All righty. Sovereign says, cook your own damn turkey. Well, I ain't cooking it, brother. You're gonna cook my turkey. You're gonna cook it tonight, today, this evening, this second. Listen to that. I don't know if you can hear that. Love the fart effect. Seals the deal. Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. I like to hear that. Oh, I love that. Yeah, here we go. Turn it up. Crank it up for you all. I'm looking through Annie Smith's nice and tight art book as I listen. I might try scanning a page to digitally ink on my days off next week. That'd be a good idea, you know. There's like so many different inking techniques and stuff, and it'd be cool to see, you know, do you stay true to it, or are you going to get artistic with it? You know, I think you should do a little bit of everything. Honestly, get you multiple photocopies or whatever, and try different stuff. You know, barbecue. I got a couple of Annie Smith Hasbro books, or at least one that I can think of. Running into problems, guys, because I use this really thin paper. It's wanting to whatever on me. But whatever, I don't care. I don't care. Oh, wait. I got this thing on my audio library on YouTube, and it's got CC Creative Commons Attribution 4.0. So if I play any of this stuff, we'll get one of those copyright strikes, which it won't hurt my channel, but still. I'm trying to take things serious, guys. Let's see. Go back to ink and regular. Well, however it wants to roll doesn't matter to me. You think I care, paper? You think I give a that you want to wrinkle up on me? Huh? You think I care I made a careless mistake on drawing and inking on a flimsy piece of 11 by 17 photocopy paper? Well, guess what? I'm not to be trifled with. Starting to sound like an episode of SVU. You ever watch that show? Like, it can be addictive, but like after like 2 or 3 episodes, you're kind of done. Like, I don't want to see people get molested. That's the whole premise of the show. Oh my God. Oh, my ears. My ears. What is she doing? Oh my goodness, girl. You should probably warmed up before you start singing. You're just like me, you know, trying to salvage just drama. Oh my God. Well, she's getting better now. She just needs to get louder, I guess. Oh my gosh, there she is again. Let's see. Whew. Not all Christmas songs are winners. Kathy, Kathy, stop that. I have a cat named Kathy, and she's retarded because she feels the need to scratch the wall at a certain place. She's doing damage. She's getting ready to be an outdoor cat. She doesn't stop it. This sounds like generic Hallmark Christmas movie music, where it's all like it's all like love story stuff. 33 one. Well, there should be more. Give it to me. Gonna make me reload the page. Brand new day. Let's see. Metal. Let's find some metal. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, dear rights. My cat jumps on my desk and knocks things off when she wants attention. I tell you what, they're wonderful, loving creatures, but they're also spiteful. Cats are spiteful. Oh yeah, I see now. Oh, look here. Here's Kathy right now. Kathy, come here. Come over here for a second. I want to show everybody. There's a cat. She's like, what are you doing? All right, get down. I got my dog Lulu in here with me too. She likes to chill at my feet. Well, everybody wants to know what I'm doing. Truth is, I'm doing nothing. Draw my little butt off right now. But I suck. Everybody knows it. Everybody's watching me, pretending to do what I'm doing. Ooh, I better cool off on that. I was trying to figure out how I want that font. Well, you know what? I know what I'm doing on this anyway. Do your shopping now and save at your local grocery store. You get a pack of ham for $15. I got another amateur pro tip for y'all. When you're having like artist block or anything like that, right? And you're kind of stuck. To me, the best thing to do is to start drawing your borders. Like you have no idea what's going to go on that page, just start drawing the borders of the page, and that really helps get you in a drawing mood. Helps get your brain in the right place, you know. Some people, I guess, draw the borders first, and others kind of do that last. I don't know. Everybody, I don't think there's any wrong or right method. It all comes down to is what gets results, you know. Who, who me? Who, who, me? Yeah, that's right. You. What you doing right now? You. Who? Who me? You. That's who. Wah wah. Wah wah. Wah wah. Gosh. I don't know where this song is going, but I'm feeling it strong. Making all kinds of ink and mistakes. But, you know, I just wanted to hang out with y'all, you know, because to me, this is fun. This is almost like the old studio days when, you know, you had the marble bullpen, and then later on in the 90s, you had stuff like Wildstorm Studios and Hot Cow and all that stuff, and Extreme. You run out of ink on me now. You run out of ink, you pay the price. That's interesting. I apologize that I'm getting quiet right now because usually when I get quiet, I'm getting very serious, and I'm basically just trying to color in the lines. Trying not to miss it. To fix the edges and the poopiness on the paper, I may try to take like a big stack of books and stuff, sit on top of it. The song kind of sounds like a weird modern Sonic the Hedgehog game. World. Oh, I like that. I don't know. Kind of not feeling it now. Let's see here. Hungry Ghost. What's that sound like? Yeah. You're getting scary now. Good Lord. All right. Let's see here. How deer rights. I start my recreations with the border first. Then I mark out where the lines intersect with the border and work my way inward with the outlines of all the main elements. So I like it. You got a method to the madness. I just kind of, honestly, I'm just all over the place. But I notice over time, the more I keep drawing, the more I start to have a straightforward method to get better results, you know. Hmm. Got to destroy all the people that noise. Get the night I need to kill. Wow. Slow. Whoa. What you must see. La, 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 la. That's a nice little song. I like that. Whoa, what is this? Guess I'm going to go ahead and ink this lettering, you know. Getting little bullet points in there that I don't want to do, but I will. I'm gonna try to get next to these lines and shade in, so that way when I add like thicker inks or something to when I go to, I guess, spot these blacks or whatever you want to call it, be easier for me. I don't have to worry about messing up the edges and stuff. Kind of not feeling that. There we go. Maybe I'll go back over this with some whiteout to give it a little bit more 3D effect, you know. Oh, listen to that guy crushing that solo. Very nice. Put a little bit of Tom Morello in that. Huh. I'll turn this down a bit. So, I'm getting really hungry. Sideburns was supposed to make me a Christmas feast with some Mexican food, and I've not got my ticket yet, or also my UPS tracking number to show that it's in the mail. So I'm a little disappointed. So I think what I'll do is I'll actually, it's like 6 in the morning where I'm at right now. I think I'm going to McDonald's. I think I'm going to McDonald's. Not really feeling breakfast right now, but gotta eat something. Gotta get some nourishment in me. Let's see. What all was I thinking before I make my great trek to the great unknown? Oh well, first of all, I really appreciate everybody tuning in tonight for however long you chose to stay. I think that's really cool, having around stuff like that. Like I said, I like the studio atmosphere. I feel like I'm productive when everybody's around and stuff. We need to reach out to Jeff Lafferty and crew and get them on the ball. Last I heard that he was working on, he was doing like animation, and then he was kind of tinkering with his comic book character. It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's very similar to Juggernaut, but it's not. Not the character's appearance or story, but like the name. Something not. Kathy, quit, Kathy. Spiteful. But anyway, yeah, need to get him the making videos again. I missed that. Kevin Cross, he's got back into making videos, so that's cool. Glad that he's back. Yeah. Bunch of people I miss. I ain't seen them in a while. But anyway, before I close, I just want to say that a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. A lot of stuff to be mad about, justifiably. Okay, be mad about it, but please remember to take some time out of your day to decompress. You know what I mean. Take some time out of your day to find some joy in your life, and if you can't find any, create some. Okay, just like the Christmas music. I mean, maybe some of you are like like barfing the whole time it's playing. That's fine. But maybe there's some other type of music that you listen to that puts you in a good mood. Maybe there's a show that you enjoy watching. It's just like what's that one show? It's Galaxy Quest. I love Galaxy Quest. And I didn't know for the longest time that a lot of other people loved it too. I just thought it was me and my buddy, but apparently it's called classic. It's just a fun movie. You put that on from beginning to end, put you in a good mood. It's just a good movie. But anyway, I'm just saying that a lot of stuff going wrong in the world. It's all right to get mad. It's all right to try to be proactive or whatever. But you need to take time out of your day to decompress, breathe. Just breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Just like that. You got to breathe out through your mouth. Let's do that a couple times. Meditate, pray, all that good stuff. And reach out to somebody. Say hello. How you doing? You need anything? And just try to be a decent person. Because it's dark times. Sometimes you miss these dark times, and the world's hard as it's always been hard from the beginning. And sometimes it's just nice to reach out to people and kind of lift them up. So I want to leave you with that thought. And as always, please remember to be the tide that rises all ships. To to be the change that you want to see. So basically, you know, if you want change in the world, you have to start with yourself first. So be that change that you want to see. You want the world to be a better place, you got to be a better person. And I truly believe that if you got righteousness on your side, mighty forces will come to your aid. And as always, friends, I will see you in the next video.